All right, welcome back to the show. I'm loving the music, loving the feeling. We're into the entrepreneurial zone. Playing Ideas is not just about politics and music. We're about a number of things. And today we're going to be talking about entrepreneurial, business people, guys with courage that can do things with ideas and make a living and make things change and great because they have a vision. And tonight I'm blessed to have with us Calvin Mann, one of these young brothers, entrepreneur, owner of his own business, doing what you do. I really respect that. Before we get started though, talking about entrepreneurship, tell me a little bit about you. Calvin Mann. What is Calvin Mann about?
Well, Greg, as you know, I come from a family of pastors. My great-grandfather, my grandfather, on both sides were involved heavy into Christianity. My brother currently, right now, Reverend Columbus Mann, namesake after his father,
okay,
is currently a minister in the city of Detroit. One of the things.
So religion is big with your family.
Well,
and God is important.
God is very important. I think at some point God is important to a lot of people. Although I'm not one of those people that forces it on people. I just know that I am blessed from that.
I got you.
And Calvin Mann, born in 1965, in the middle of a revolution, and with my mother and father being a part of creating the gospel song, "Oh Happy Day," I believe in me is greatness. So I just follow the path in which I was given. And I woke up one day, and I used to coach over at the high school, at Ferndale High School, many moons ago. And woke up one day, after I got out of coaching, was just a little disappointed about what happened in that situation, but I started praying, and I had already had my basketball players encourage me. I'm young. And one day I was riding with a friend of mine and started praying. He was going to a real estate closing. And the quote, my very first quote that God sent me was, "Time is all we have to change where we are." And that's where we are here today.
So you began with leaving something, your coaching profession, which then brought you to this whole entrepreneurial state of mind, this whole notion of being a businessman, your own man, excuse the pun on your last name. So why is it important to be a black entrepreneur, to be a businessman on your own and not just go work for a big corporation or go work for a smaller company? Why you got to be you doing it your way because of you? Why?
Well, really everything that we see is someone else's dream. And this last, in February, Black History Month, I had a quote that came to me a couple years ago that says, "How does it feel to live another man's dream?" And in that regard, I chose not to. In the negative aspect, I chose to follow the path which God had laid out for me, from one quote to now 75.
So tell me about the company. Tell me about the website, about your products. Let's talk about your company.
Well, encourage me, I'm young, really.
By the way, I love that phrase. Just say it again so the audience can
encourage
hear.
me, I'm young.
That's an awesome phrase,
man.
That's one of the best I've heard in years. And I've heard everything from if it don't fit, or quit, to shake my booty, to all of the above. Right. But you nailed that one, man. That's a beautiful, beautiful phrase, man.
Well,
Tell me about it.
It was really given to me, and I didn't know what format. All I know is when I was coaching, I was working in a daycare, and it came to me while working in daycare part-time, because as you know, I used to cut hair. And when it came to me, I didn't know what to do with it. So right away, I went to my uncle, and we started putting the t-shirts on the kids, and I noticed how the kids would react. And then I saw teachers react
to this beautiful scene.
Just those words.
Yeah.
And
nice.
From that, I really just seeing such a profoundness in human beings. My life became clear. Like I said, 3 years ago when I started, my life just became clear. I started seeing people for who they really is. My other logo, which is the GFO, the Good Fathers Only, I was standing on my son's field when he was 8, and I asked God, let that be all that I know. Good Fathers Only.
I love that.
And so that's all I know to date. I know no deadbeat dads. I shake hands. I have not associated myself. I can't pick up a phone and call a deadbeat dad. Every man I know is a good father.
Tell me about your product. Tell me from the beginning. Tell me about the T-shirts, the hat, the caps, beautiful jacket. Just talk to me about your product line.
Well, the tees really is to put the message out there to follow up where we'll be doing baby clothes with the Encourage Me I'm Young. We'll also be adding women's tees with the Encourage Me I'm Young. And all our clothes will always have a message, which is really, really important. Even sportswear. I just recently did the Western Michigan men's basketball team. And I'm looking to add the Ohio State girls basketball team, and I'm coming after the Izone, and all of those people because
so
sports is really big.
Apparel and tees and things of that, and clothing.
Uniforms,
clothing is a central part of what
yes,
you do.
Yes, it is, because as you know, when you look at all the other lines, and there's no discredit to them, I truly believe that the emiy is here to stay.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Okay, now, so tell me about so if I'm watching the show and I'm impressed with these wonderful tees and these caps and so forth, how do I get those? Is there a website you have?
Yeah.
Read the website to us. Tell us about
the website. Is www.emiyylive.com.
Break it down again.
emiyylive.com. And the reason for that is we brought Emmy to life. It is.
And so when you go to that website, what do you find there? Can you find links
currently
to other things?
Well, currently what you'll find is, as we're growing, as you well know, I'm growing, looking for good people.
I got you.
But we're growing, and right now we have tees on there.
Okay.
The baby clothes is on there.
All right.
And the women's tees will be on there.
Okay.
And then, we got a little maternity in there for
mom.
Right.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I love we just want to start, where parents understand that when a child first falls out of the womb, you speak correct English. You do not speak incorrect English in the home. You do not cuss in your home when kids are born. We want the parents to understand, Encourage Me I'm Young is really a blessing. Your kids is just going to thrive off of encouragement.
Any way I want to do it?
Any way you want to do it, bro.
All right. Let's talk about money. In any kind of entrepreneurial situation or business, are your products expensive? Let me cut to the chase. Are your products expensive?
No, not at all. I'm fortunate enough that, we're not just a clothesline, we're a movement, and, it just would be beautiful to see Men and the Good Fathers Only. When I released that last January, several men was in the jacket. We put the kids' birthdays on the jacket, and men are inspired to be good fathers. And we don't have anything. Everything is catered to the woman. Well, Encourage Me I'm Young, Emmy Clothing, we're catering to the man with the Good Fathers Only. And we'll be doing, in the future, sportswear, golf wear, and so forth, and so on.
Nice. Yeah. Nice. Now, how about a phone number if people wanted to call you?
My phone number is directly to me. It's 313-835-9405.